Hey, Junie here. So happy New Year. Are you ready to have a great year? That's what I want you to have. I want you to have a year filled with excitement and happiness and joy and being able to sustain it, because that's what it's about. We start off the fresh in 2018 in January, and we have these lofty goals, and we start strong and then we kind of peter out, sometimes a month later, sometimes a few months later, and then it sucks because then we're feeling like we dropped the ball and we don't feel so great. So I want to talk to you about 3 powerful ways to not only reach your goals, to enjoy yourself, to feel fulfillment, to keep excited, and to hit 2019 the way you started 2018, with a path and a journey that you were able to stay on course with. So I would like to talk to you about 3 things that you could do that can change how you do this year, and maybe differently than the last year. So the first powerful thing I want to talk to you about is goal setting, because a lot of us are like having some lofty goals, and there's nothing wrong with goal setting. However, just saying I want to lose 20 pounds or I want to bring in $100,000 or 6 figures, I know that's what everyone says, or I want to call in the new love of my life, whatever it is, that's fine. That's great to have that as the distant goal. However, if that's all you're doing, you're setting yourself up for, well, disaster, in my opinion, because it's not exciting. It's not going to just keep you on the beam. And so there's a difference between goal setting and intention building. And so the first thing I invite you to do is to ask yourself, how do you want to feel this year? What do you want to bring in this year? And using an example of inviting a new partner in. So instead of going, I want this year to be about getting a new partner, how about I am experiencing love every day? I am experiencing connection every day. And even if that's something that you're not necessarily experiencing right now, experiencing it as it is, as if it is right now, you get to feel it in the present moment, and it draws to you exactly what you're wanting, and it changes your mindset, it changes your energy. So powerful way number 1, intentionally living instead of, and maybe in addition to, goal setting. So what is it you want for yourself, and how do you want to be day to day as you move toward that goal, so that it's a journey and you're able to live more peacefully and happily as you go through this year. And if you're feeling good, you're going to stay on course. Powerful way number 2 is shoulding. Stop shoulding on yourself. You might have seen a Facebook Live I did the other day. We start the year fresh and we say, I should lose 20 pounds. I should be working more and having these things accomplished. Whatever you're shoulding on yourself, just stop the shoulding. That inner critic can really beat the heck out of you, right? And I know I've got one too. And when I hit January 1st, I heard that inner critic shoulding on me and telling me, how I missed the mark on certain things last year, and it didn't feel so great. And when that inner critic is yapping in your ear, it will suck the life out of you, and it will get you off course. And there are reasons that inner critic is there. I can't really go into it too much right now. However, I will say that inner critic, that behavior of shoulding on yourself, it's working for you in some way. Maybe it's lighting a fire under your ass, or maybe it's trying to sidetrack you because there's something that's going on inside of you that has some fear around maybe actually having the thing that you're calling in. So a powerful way to handle the inner critic is to actually talk to that part. Talk to that part and let it know that by shoulding on you, it's keeping you from having a happy life. It's costing you. It's giving you pain. And when that inner critic, when that part of you sees that inner dialogue is sucking the life out of you and derailing you and causing you pain, it will change and it will quiet down, which brings me to the third one, that's not the third one. The third one is support. And it kind of is the same thing. I'm just going to keep going. So Excuse me, I'm burping on video here. Crazy man. Okay, so the third one is support. So while you're quieting your inner critic, we need support. Who in your life is supporting you? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Now, the reason I hesitated a second ago was because we need our sovereign self. We need that part of us to bless ourselves, to know that we're worthy, to know that we're deserving. And when we feel like we matter and we can do it, that's when the inner critic can quiet down, and our sovereign self, that part of us that knows that we're worth it, can really shoot for the stars. And so we need that part. However, sometimes we are struggling with the dialogue in our head that has us doubt our ability. And that's why having believing eyes around you helps. So what is believing eyes? The people that surround you create you to a large extent. Now, obviously, you have to work with your inner game and your friends, your colleagues. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What support are you getting? Because if you're not getting support and people aren't seeing in you the potential you have and how great you are. I'll give you an example. You know, for me, sometimes, believe it or not, I have an inner critic, and sometimes I go, oh my God, am I good enough to do this particular webinar, or write this workshop, or whatever it is. I start to doubt myself whether I have what it takes. And I do work with the inner game and of my sovereign self. However, I have this awesome coach that reminds me of my mission and how much I love helping people, reminds me of my gifts. And I have friends and my mother that are constantly telling me, keep going. That they sometimes believe in me more than I believe in myself. There are those moments. And so the people you surround yourself with shape you. And that's what I do for my clients too, because sometimes my clients, just like you, struggle. Sometimes you doubt yourself and you question whether you can really have the new love, whether you can really start a new job or amp up the work that you have. And when you have that support with those believing eyes, things change. And so to wrap this all up, those 3 points, those 3 wonderful ways to enhance 2018, I almost said 17, 18, is to have the intention and live it daily. Quiet your inner critic by telling it to take a hike a little bit because it's hurting you. And to amp up the support system, which brings me to a special gift I want to offer to you. And that is a strategy session, and it's not just a regular strategy session. This is special. Usually my sessions are $375, and because it's the new year and because I really do want to help you really get a strong footing into this year and see this year through, I want to offer you a special fresh eyes, fresh start session, and it's a breakthrough session, and you will learn so much and set some good intentions and really get a strong start to this year. And I'm doing it for $99. It's going to be just through January, and it's until spaces are filled. There's just so many hours in the day, and this is going out to thousands of people. So what I want you to do right now, if you truly know that you want this year different and better, click below, put your email in, and I will send you an email right away with the information you need to take the next steps, to book the session and start with me so that we can have this beautiful sacred time to really create the year that you want and deserve. I want that for you. I believe in you. I believe in your heart, and I would love to do this with you. I want to hold your hands and breathe life into this next year in a way that serves you. So click below, put your name down there, and I will reach out to you and give you the next steps. Happy New Year. Blessings to you.